The enchanted Isle of Transformation. In the heart of the Pacific Ocean, there existed a mystical island shrouded in secrecy. This enigmatic landmass was known as the Enchanted Isle of Transformation, where the air was said to hold the power to transform individuals into better versions of themselves. The island's existence was a mere whisper among sailors and travelers, who spoke of its magical properties with a mix of awe and trepidation. Many attempted to find the island, but its location remained a mystery, hidden behind a veil of shifting currents and misty veils. One day, a young woman named Akira stumbled upon the island after a shipwreck. As she explored the island's lush interior, she began to notice subtle changes within herself. Her fears and doubts seemed to fade, replaced by a sense of purpose and determination. Akira soon discovered that she wasn't alone on the island. Others, from diverse backgrounds and walks of life, had also found their way to this mystical place. Each person reported experiencing profound transformations, as if the island was awakening their inner potential. A businessman, once consumed by greed, now prioritized kindness and compassion. A shy artist, previously crippled by self-doubt, discovered a newfound confidence in her creative expression. A former addict, plagued by darkness, emerged with a renewed sense of purpose and inner peace. The transformations were not limited to individuals. The island's ecosystem seemed to be interconnected with the transformations, as if the island itself was alive and responsive to the energies of those who inhabited it. As the transformed individuals prepared to leave the island, they were met with an inexplicable phenomenon. The island's geography would shift, making it impossible to find again. Some claimed to have seen ancient symbols etched into the trees, glowing with a soft, ethereal light. Others spoke of a whispering wind that carried the island's secrets. But what if the island's magic wasn't just a product of its mystical energies? What if it was actually the result of a unique combination of the island's ecosystem and the power of the human mind? The island's lush vegetation was home to a variety of rare plants, whose medicinal properties had been used for centuries by the island's indigenous people to heal physical and emotional wounds. Perhaps the island's transformative power was not just a myth, but a real, tangible force that could be harnessed and replicated. As scientists began to study the island's unique ecosystem, they discovered that the island's plants and trees were indeed capable of producing a unique combination of chemicals that could stimulate the human brain's neural pathways, leading to profound transformations in perception, behavior, and outlook. The island's indigenous people, who had lived on the island for centuries, had a deep understanding of the island's ecosystem and its transformative power. They believed that the island was a sacred place, where the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds was thin. They had developed a spiritual practice that allowed them to tap into the island's energies, and they used this power to heal, to teach, and to transform. As the scientists continued to study the island, they began to appreciate the indigenous people's understanding of the island's ecosystem, and they realized that the island's transformative power was not just a product of its chemistry, but also of its spiritual significance. As the years passed, the legend of the Enchanted Isle of Transformation continued to captivate hearts and minds, a beacon. One thing is certain, this island only comes to an individual that needs a change and not the individual finding it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.